Hey guys, MGH here and welcome to another brand new career mode. Unfortunately, the Bradford one seems a little bit broken. I'm not saying I'm stopping it, but for now it's just been frustrating me so much with the constant freezing. I decided to ask you guys on Twitter whether you would like me to start a new one. And the first idea that came to my mind was doing Monaco. They're in the news a lot at the moment. They've got this Russian billionaire, I think it is, who's ploughing money into this team. And it would make for a very exciting and different type of career mode where I'm actually going to use Billionaire Takeover for once. This is something that you guys have requested so many times in the past, but I've always said I would do it near the end of FIFA, and you know, I know we're not exactly near the end, but we're coming close to it, and I thought why not do Monaco, buy the Billionaire Takeover, make lots of money, and just buy loads of realistic players that are targeted by Monaco, basically. So I'm going to go into the EAFC catalogue here and see if we can get the Billionaire Takeover. So I think that's in career like that. And yeah, we'll see how much we get, basically. That's not in there. Oh, hang on. It's the levels you need to do. Financial takeover. There you go. So financial support comes... Oh, it's disappeared. That's annoying. Can we open it up a bit more? No, we can't. That's a bit annoying. But basically, when we next log in, after a few days of simming, it will, you know, suddenly be, hey, you've just been bought by a Russian billionaire. Here's $70 million or something like that. There you go. It comes in way of by a billionaire owner. So there you go. I don't know how much it's going to be, but it should be enough. Let's go ahead and buy that now. Confirm purchase. Now, I've never, ever done this before. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we load up the game. Now, quickly, you will have noticed already, I am actually on Xbox, and I cannot believe I'm doing this. But because of the issues on PS3, and I have noticed after playing this on Xbox for the last few days, that the game runs so much smoother. It's unbelievable. The menus aren't as so laggy. Whether it's because my PS3 is kind of old now, I don't know. But either way, I thought I'd do this series on Xbox for a change to see if it will avoid the freezing issue that I had on Bradford Career Mode. But no, I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I still love my PlayStation 3. In fact, I think I still prefer it for many reasons I won't get into right now. But let's advance and see. So I'm in my Monaco Career Mode now. If I was on PS3, it'd still be loading up, by the way. That's how quick it is. There you go. AS Monaco takeover completed. Move over. Here come AS Monaco as a new dawn is ushered in with the arrival of the new mega rich owners. How much am I going to get? Is it in there now? Oh my god, it is. It's there. Holy shit. They've given me quite a lot. That's more than I thought. I was worried it was going to be about 40 million, but it turns out to be about 60. But I'm able to enter my new wage budget. I'm going to do a bit more there. I think that should do 45 million and almost 400,000 per week should do it. Anyway, there's another thing I should mention really quick. And some of you might not like this, but it's the only way to make this possible. So it's tough shit, really. If I go to my price thing here, you're going to see I've got two made up players. I've got a striker called Wildig and I've got a CDM called Wright. Now, a few weeks ago, actually it was a few months ago, I made a video discussing how you can make lots of money in career mode. And what I've done here is I've created two very young players, 19-year-olds, that are 88 overall. It seems to be the optimum way to do this. They are worth 43 million and 50.5 million. The idea behind that was to sell them, and therefore I will have over 100 million, which is exactly what Monaco have to spend in real life. They literally have over 150 million euros to spend. So for me, the financial takeover wouldn't have been enough. So somehow I had to find more funds. So this was the only way to do it, guys. What I'm going to do is wait for, you know, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, anyone to come and buy these guys. And then suddenly I will have a realistic transfer amount. Now, I won't be using these players. They're going to sit there until they are sold. I can't sell them myself because I've just got them signed into my my squad now. So you're unable to transfer list them. But offers can still come in. It's happened before. So just to clear that up, we do have those two there. I've also put Falcao in because it is rumoured that he has actually signed. It's just not official yet. And I thought, you know, it's hard enough getting the funds and he's going to be the most expensive. So I'll put him in the squad. And I've put Rodriguez and João Moutinho in the squad as well because they are obviously already signed up. Look at the prices on here. When actually in real life it cost them 70 million to sign both these players. If you're unsure who they are, Rodriguez is from Porto. He's a 20-year-old Colombian, I believe. Yep, 20 years old. Really good prospect, and I'm looking forward to playing with him. And also, João Moutinho comes from Porto. He is from Portugal, though. And look at those work rates. He's just going to be a fantastic midfielder as well. I think he's 27, is he? Let's have a look. No, he's 25. That's good to know. And that's all I've done, guys. So I've brought in Falcao, Rodriguez and Moutinho before I started. Just put them in Monaco's squad. I've made two completely made up players in order to sell. And therefore I should have, realistically, around about 120, 130 million to spend on players. It's just to make it realistic. This isn't a serious career mode. It's actually more just a bit of fun. I want to do it. I want to do this. And a lot of people wanted me to do it as well. Let's go through my shortlist. These are the players that I want to bring in somewhere along the lines. Not all of these, but they are... Basically, this is a combined list of realistic targets that are actually rumoured right now in real life to be wanted from Monaco. And some that I would like to buy anyway. So we've got Samir Nasri. I'll tell you which ones are actually realistic targets. So Nasri is wanted by Monaco. Howades isn't, but he's cheap and I wouldn't mind getting him. Neither is Skirtle, I don't think, but again, another cheap option there. Thomas Vermaelen apparently is wanted by Monaco, but we're not really 100% sure yet. And obviously the big guy company has been linked with Monaco for a few weeks now. Apparently he signed a contract at Man City, so it's looking unlikely. But either way, put him on the shortlist anyway. Moving on to midfield, we've got Fernando, someone I would want. Not really rumoured, I don't think, although Monaco seem to be rumoured with every freaking Portuguese league player. Sven Bender really impressed me in the Champions League, so I thought, why not? Nigel de Jong, again, just because he's so cheap, 4 million for a decent CDM. Alex Song, not really rumoured in real life, but again, a cheap option if I need someone. Khedira, exactly the same. But Johan Cabaye here, strongly linked with Monaco. We've got Mandanda as the goalkeeper, very much linked. Same with Cohen Trowell, linked with Monaco. Ivanovic has just come up, I think, over the last 2 days as I'm recording this, because the company one has broke through, or fallen through, so they're looking for another centre-back. Of course, he is a right-back in this game, but I'd use him as a centre-back. Bakary Sagna, again, he's been linked for a while. Ben Arfa has also been linked, not strongly, but enough to make you think he might be going one day. Rodrigo has been linked quite a bit. Aubameyang is just someone I've put there. We've got Adrian as well, who hasn't been linked, but again, that link up with Falcao would be insane. And that is the shortlist that I've got, along with Carlos Tevez at the bottom. So there you go. Tevez is someone who's been linked for a while. Very expensive players, but also some relatively cheap players, which I should be able to afford. No problem whatsoever. So now I just need to decide which ones I'm going to make the move for first. I'm thinking, because I've only got 45 million at the moment and I haven't sold the other players, I should probably go for some cheap options. So I'm thinking maybe Skirtle. He'd be a decent signing, but then so would Howades. So maybe I should go for Howades first. Or maybe I should let you guys decide in this video first, seeing as it's the first episode. So if I go through these one more time, and then you decide who I should go for. So we've got Nasri, Howades, Skirtle, Vermaelen, Company, Fernando, Bender, De Jong, Song, it rhymes, Khedira, Cabaye, Mandanda, Cohen Trowell, Ivanovic, Sagna, Ben Arfa, Rodrigo, Aubameyang, Adrian, and Carlos Tevez. Leave a comment. One from each would be great. I think I'm going to have to go for Mandanda now. He is the most realistic target here and the only goalkeeper I've got. So let's go ahead and try and sign him now. My goalkeeper is awful in my team. He really is bad. We're going to have to overpay. Right, okay, well, I'm going to offer them a keeper because I've got 3. I don't need 3. This 20-year-old keeper, or shall I go for the... I've got a really old one. I think his name's Roma. Where's Roma? Is he at the bottom? Roma! Where is he? Is it because I can't... He's retiring, isn't it? That's why. Okay, it's going to have to be Sorzak. I'm going to get so many names wrong. But we'll offer that. 7.5 plus a keeper. It doesn't really matter much, but I might as well offload him. It's wages. So at least we've made an offer for 1. But let's see if we can advance a little bit here and maybe sell one of those creative players. Transfer offer unacceptable. We cannot go ahead with the deal because we are not interested in the player and the cash amount is not enough. That's fair enough. We'll get rid of that, but maybe just offer someone else, like just a different player. Someone who's getting old, who we don't need anymore. Someone who's worth a relative amount. What about this guy, Jermaine, worth 800,000, and we'll bump that up to 8.5. I still want to get a goalkeeper. It's very important that we do because, in fact, if I show you my team now, God, this is so much quicker than PS3. It honestly is, guys. Let's go into my squad and I'll show you who we've got in goal at the moment. So we've got this Subasic here, who's 27 also. So I'm replacing a 27-year-old with a 27-year-old. But he's only 69 overall. He's really not a very good keeper. And my defence is awful. A 72 rated right back who's actually a left back. 2 centre backs there with pretty poor stats. And then a left back there who's very young indeed. But then the midfield is quite strong with Moutinho and Ndinga. Really a big fan of these two, actually. I've seen Ndinga before playing. He's just one of those box-to-box players. Never runs out of steam. You can see there, 91 stamina. Then we've got a very young left midfielder playing as right midfield at the moment, Ocampos. Barazite in the middle. Seems like a decent enough player. Rodriguez, of course, out on the left. And Falcao up front. I can't wait to get stuck in with Falcao. And I don't need to go through the bench and stuff. A lot of young players in this team, I've noticed. A lot of young French players. So getting the keeper, I think, is key. And then obviously you guys can leave 3 comments with a defender, a midfielder. Maybe not necessarily a striker at the moment. So maybe we should go for 2 defenders and a midfielder, or 2 midfielders and a defender. And again, it's unacceptable. They're not interested in the player, right? I'm not going to bother with any player then. Adrian's stock seems to be on the rise. Don't care, because I probably won't go for him in the end. Right, it looked like Man City were looking at Wright there, which is one of my young creative players. Let's see if we get a win here first. Boom, 2-1. Falcao on the score sheet. There we go, his first goal for the club. I'm hoping Man City are going to make me an offer. Come on. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Come on. Right, I was also thinking, guys, I really should make an offer for a centre-back. So let's go ahead and pick one of these. I'm thinking Howardess will probably be the best one to go for here. And maybe Vincent Kompany. Should we try and get Kompany? Yeah, I think we're going to go. Let's go for it. Let's go for Kompany. He's one of the ones I'd really like to grab. One of the best in his position and has several years remaining on his contract. This is going to be an expensive player. Let's go 18 million. I think that's a decent amount, you know. I think they should be respectful of that. Turn it down nicely if they really don't want to go ahead with that. Let's go for Howardess as well. I think these two would be a brilliant partnership. We'll bump that up to 8. I should be able to afford that and then one more. And then providing I can sell one of my my young creative players, I should have more than enough to buy pretty much half of that list. What's this? Johan Kabay. Okay. They've accepted. Wow. Holy shit, I can get Kompany here. I've always tried to steer away from Crucial, but I'm thinking this is the only way I'm going to get him. Yeah. I mean, he's an important first-team player for Man City, so maybe a Crucial will just make him think, oh yes, I'm going to guarantee starts pretty much. They want 10 for Howardess. That is fair enough. He's a very good player. I've seen him in career modes go up to 90, so I think that's actually a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Here we go. Transfer unacceptable. They want 10.5 for Mandanda. Okay, I'm going to pay it, guys. Otherwise, a lot of comments will be like, oh, mate, you're so stingy. Just pay what they want, you know. It's fair enough, really. Oh, hang on. Yes. Now, guys, I have to be very careful here, but I can get, I reckon, 54 here. I reckon 54. They'll just match that. He's such a good player. I'm going to dread coming up against him in the Champions League, possibly. But it's that or the series isn't realistic enough, anyway. We're going to reject that as well. I just signed Moutinho, technically. But there we go. We got an offer for one of the creative players. I hope I sell him, please. And there we go. 54 million for Wright, and they have decided to match it and go ahead with the deal. Thank you, Man City, for getting into your pockets and emptying them for me. Although I'm pretty sure their pockets are still half full with that signing still. But anyway, oh no. Oh, I've got to. Oh. God damn it. This is the problem with playing in obscure leagues like this. I'm just going to offer him 120,000 per week. Let's see if he'll accept that. He bloody should. That's a lot of money, man.